Scoundrels, what is going on? Boy, I am batting 1,000 today. Patch check, coin check, shirt check. My hand's awfully swollen today due to past injuries, so no ring for me today. I have tried 4 times now, 4 attempts to do this review, and each time I get a phone call, the dog freaks out. I get another phone call, the dog freaks out again. There's some sort of anomaly in the universe that doesn't want me to review it, but I'm gonna persist, and we are reviewing it. This was going to be a first impressions review, but in the middle of my last review, I got a phone call, and I already tasted it. So this is not a first impressions review. I am still very excited to review this. I was a little more enthusiastic 20 minutes ago. But let me tell you, because I've already had it, let me tell you why I love this bourbon, and let's review it, and why I think it's a winner chicken dinner all day long. So today we are going to be reviewing J.W.dant Genuine Sour Mash Kentucky Straight Bourbon. Yeah, baby. You can already see, I literally just cracked this open. I might do a bloopers reel eventually. How many times I've tried to attempt or stumbled over my words in all these reviews. Eventually. But let me tell you, this bottle I picked up in Kentucky. It's not available in Ohio, and it's breaking my heart that it's not available in Ohio right now because it's wonderful. I picked up this bottle for a whopping $14 in Kentucky. It's 14 bucks. And let me tell you, it does not drink like a $14 bottle of bourbon. So let's get right there. Oh, right there. Oh, off to the side. Oh, maybe. Oh, there we go. There we go. You know, you just got to do stuff perfect all the time, right? I have my Glencairn filled up right here. Let me describe this bourbon. Let me review it. And let's talk about why it is so good. First, the first initial impression I got of that is, wow, I understand it's a bottle and bond. I understand it's a sour mash bourbon. But look how incredibly dark that bourbon is. For being only 4 years, that is impressive to say the least. It is like a dark, fine leather work boot. It's very, very cool. The legs on it are very, very nice. And the reason why I try to look at the legs, or at least, you know, see what I'm looking for, is because that reflects to me what it's going to feel like on my palate. And I'm very texture oriented. And I could say this is probably the most accurate description of the legs compared to mouthfeel. This has a very creamy mouthfeel. Very, very nice. There's almost an oiliness to it in the best way possible. Now, let's give her a smell here. The first thing you get with this bourbon is you get hit with this initial sweetness on the nose. This wonderful dark vanilla bean. This amazing hint of maple, which when they collide, man, it's a thing of absolute beauty. There's slight oak. You get more oak on the mouth vapor, and you get a little pepper on the mouth vapor. But here's what I like on the nose. When you breathe it in, out through the mouth, you get this very, very nice. Very nice. It's a very pleasant, like dark purplish fruit, like a dried plum maybe. I don't want to say prune because prunes are internationally known for not being good, but almost like a date. It's very rich in that dark fruitiness, and it doesn't have that cherry scent to it. Nah, sorry, cut the corner of my eye. We're going to move on. We're going to keep on rolling through this because I can't review much more bourbon without taking a nap. So, it does have that really nice plum, dried plum, dark fruit richness that is very, very enjoyable. Now, let's taste her. Cheers. Tink. You just get punched so hard in the mouth with caramel, maple, sweetness, overwhelming. I mean, not over like, oh my God, it's terrible. But boy, if you like sweet bourbons, buddy, caramel, maple, not as vanilla forward on the nose it was. I get more caramels, but that vanilla just, it works its way back and then forward on the finish. You get this really, really nice rye spice that cuts through the middle of your tongue. That little nice spicy tingle. You don't get a big hug. You don't get that initial burn, that Kentucky hug. You don't get that after your first initial sip. And I think that's with most bourbons. You kind of go, okay. And a lot of bourbon drinkers seek that out. It's just such a pleasant bourbon and a great introductory bourbon for somebody who doesn't want to break the bank, that wants to get into, hey, I'm into darker, sweeter flavors than more of like a Rittenhouse rye or something like that that's more spicy. The finish is quick. It's a 4-year bourbon. I wasn't expecting a very, very long finish. On the aftertaste, though, your mouth gets overwhelmed. Just overwhelmed with a wonderful oak aftertaste and a slight bit of black pepper. Boy, that's a sipper all day long. You can mix with it. It has enough spice in there where it would make a good cocktail. I would prefer not to mix this just because it's such an easy drinker. It really is. I'm going to drink a decent amount of this tonight, actually. What a pleasant surprise for $14. And this is kind of where I want to go with this. When you pay $14 and you get such a great product for $14, you feel like you're getting away with it. If you buy a $100 bourbon, you expect it to drink like a $100 bourbon. If you buy a $14 bourbon and it drinks like a $30, $40, $50 bottle of bourbon, it's a win in my book. And as much as I would like to sip $70, $100 bourbon all day long, I just can't. I'm not a rich man. But this would be right up anybody's wheelhouse. Budget, friendly, affordable, delicious taste. I guarantee you could put that in a flask, tell somebody you spent $30, $40 on this bourbon, it was wonderful, and they would sip it, they would believe it, and they would enjoy it just the same. It just goes to show you to try everything. Even if you think it's trash, what are you out? Yeah, $13, $14, big whoop. Put it in some Coke, enjoy your day. Move on. But you find these gems just like this. Like this and Evan Williams Bottle and Bond. Boy, that's the honey hole. Even Evan Williams Green Label 6-year. Fantastic budget bourbons. And it just goes to show that you can drink good bourbon without breaking the bank. Every single time. Not everything has to be Pappy. Not everything has to be Weller 12-year. It can be J.W.dant, and you can have a hell of a time, and your buddies can drink it, and you guys can just be on cloud 9 with your spirits. It's not the most complex, but boy, you don't have to be complex if it just tastes good. So that's my quick review. It should have been longer, but after 4 takes, there it is. I've tasted it. It's a wonderful buy. If you can find this in your liquor store, please go do a favor. Support J.W.dant, because these people are providing wonderful, wonderful bourbon at an affordable, more than affordable price. I really hope they don't jack up this price, because the next time I go down to Kentucky, I'm going to buy quite a few bottles of these, right? So don't forget to like, subscribe. Let me know what you think of J.W.dant. Let me know if you've ever had it. Let me know if you plan on trying it due to this review. Tell a buddy about the channel. Much appreciated. Don't forget to drink something good. Take care.